You want to look out for the $1 bills that we go over in this video because they're selling for a lot more money than just $1. And the last thing that you want to do is come across a $1 bill like the ones in this video and spend it later to find out that they're worth a lot more money than just $1. So let's hop right into this video, guys. Up first, we have a $1 bill that sold for $139, and that's because this is what we call a web note. Now, depending on the type of web note that you have can dictate and influence its value. I don't know about you, but I would love to come across a stack of $1 bills and they all be web notes able to sell for this much money. Now here's an important thing. The condition is so important. It seems obvious, guys, but do not fold it, do not tear it, don't damage it in any way. You want to keep it as flat as possible because I promise you, if you have a fold that goes right down the center of the bill, you're dramatically decreasing the value. Now there are paper money bills out there that the condition is not as important. For example, just because your bill has a few folds on it doesn't mean it can't be worth money. But a good rule of thumb is the better the condition, the more money it's going to bring. Like I said, this is a web note. How do you know if you have a web note? Well, there's 3 different ways to tell. The first way is looking at Washington's portrait there. It's going to look a bit more washed out. The next way is going to be the front plate number. There's just going to be a number instead of a number and a letter. And the last way and the easiest way for us to tell is the back plate number. The back plate number is going to be to the right of In God We Trust on a web note, and a non-web note, like a normally issued bill, it's going to be at the bottom right hand side of the 1. Remember, if you have any one of these 3 things, by default you will have all 3, so keep that in mind. This person was able to turn this $1 bill into 139 bucks. So this one's got a few things going on with it. First of all, this is a misalignment error. If you look at the right hand side of the bill, you can see the Treasury seal, which is that green seal, and the serial number are shifted to the right a bit. On top of that, this is a radar serial number. So there are 2 big things that contribute to the value here. The misalignment and the rare serial number allowed this $1 bill from 1974 to sell for 240 bucks. Here we have a 1928 silver certificate $1 bill. Now this is a genuine piece of US currency. Back in the day, you could actually bring this silver certificate to a bank and get equal value of silver in return. As you can see down at the bottom, it says payable to the bearer on demand, $1 silver dollar. Such a cool piece of US history. The big thing you want to look out for is 1, the condition, and 2, the year. This is a 1928A, so that really does matter. A lot of the time you can pick these up for not too much money. However, this example is rare because of the date and the condition, and that's why it sold for 600 bucks. This is another genuine United States $1 bill. This is a 1935A Hawaii emergency issue overprint bill. So back during World War II, when Hawaii was getting invaded by Japan, they issued these Hawaii emergency issue bills. They did this so the United States paper money would not get devalued. They wanted to differentiate this specific money in case the invasion by Japan was successful. They wanted to make sure that we were safe. So what they did was they issued these bills with a Hawaii stamp on the left and right hand side of the front and the big Hawaii on the back. While this is a very tragic and negatively impacting piece of our history, what came out of it was a very unique and collectible $1 bill. Now these also come in $5, $10, and $20 for these Hawaii bills, and personally we like this sort of collectible because there is a unique identifier with the brown seal and serial numbers and that Hawaii overprint. If you have a Hawaii note, make sure to keep it really safe because this example is over 288 bucks. $24,000 for this pack of 100 $1 bills. So there's a face value of 100 bucks, as you can see by that bank strap there. So the same thing here, guys, but back in the day, this was for a North Africa deployment. So these bills were meant to go out to those troops that were in North Africa, and this was the money that was used at the time for those specific people helping out. All you got to know here is that these have blue serial numbers and a yellow seal on the right hand side. Somehow someone had a full pack of these bills and they kept them together in consecutive order. They are uncirculated. That means there is no folds whatsoever. A very cool and unique piece of history, and that's why it sold for $24,000. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that like button and we'll see you in the next one.